All right. So what policies can you put in place to protect yourself? Have good employee policies.
Yeah. Have policies.
Have policies. Have an employee handbook.
Yeah. Actually have insurance.
Have a big one too, I think, is you got to have solid contracts with your clients.
You do.
If you have a client that is who says, I don't do contracts, I only do handshakes, then we don't do business, like you said.
Because really, if you have a claim, so let's say that you're doing a dealership and somebody runs an auto scrubber into a bunch of toolboxes, and you want to file a claim, but you don't have a contract, like Matt's saying. They're going to go to the dealership like, hey, were they under contract? No, we just have them in here. It's handshake. We pay them.
Yep.
They're going to be like, yeah, thanks. No, you don't have a contract. That's not covered.
Yeah.
You got to have a contract.
Your contract is going, again, the thing with insurance is that the insurance companies are going to do everything they can to not pay the claim.
Everything possible.
So if your contracts are not current, if they're not solid, you're not going to be able to have that liability insurance coverage unless you sue the insurance company.
Good luck.
And good luck ever getting a penny out of them. And then who's stuck with the bill for the liability? It's the contractor.
Yeah. Or the contractor disappears as the customer and he talks to everybody in your neighborhood, your community, about how bad of a company you are. And then good luck.
And you'll likely get sued.
You're definitely getting sued.
So, you've got to have good contracts, have liability insurance, make sure that you are fully compliant in your hiring process with state and federal paperwork for your employees. If you do not have that stuff, it is not filed properly. If you do not have an I-9 filled out in person, you don't have 2 forms of identification, those types of things, like
you don't have an application filled out.
Yeah, you don't have an application filled out. Pay your taxes. You got to pay your taxes.
You're going to pay them anyway.
You're going to pay them anyway, whether it be now or it's later with.
And if you can't pay him, pick the phone up and be like, I need to work out a payment plan.
You got to work something out. So, these are things that, and as part of your policies, you need to have a policy where you're checking in with your accountant, 4 times a year to see how you're doing. And if you have, some tax planning, do some tax planning. Figure out, what do we need to spend so that we don't have a huge tax debt at the end of the year. Those are things that you definitely want to work on.
And if you're totally let's say I don't know anyone that I could even talk to about any of this stuff, and I don't know any other business owners, go find your chamber of commerce, walk in and be like, hey, I need help. That's what they're there for.
Yep.
They're going to put you into the right person and be like, hey, this is who you should talk to. A lot of times these chambers have business owner communities where they all come together once a week and they all talk about the stuff that they're struggling with. And I guarantee there's going to be someone there to talk to.
Yeah. Well,
they're going to talk to you. You get small business owner grants or whatever it is. So just start getting out there and asking questions.
And this goes back to question number 1. What's the biggest mistake that we've made is that we never asked for help because we were told we were taught just figure it out. So it's if you want to go from point A to point B a lot faster, you need to begin to
ask someone who's at
point B, and you need to trust and you need to apply and not be like, that doesn't sound like something that I could do, or that guy's full of it, because, it's like,
And another thing about protection, get yourself an LLC at the very, very least.
Yeah.
Don't go to the city hall and get, I got to get myself a sole proprietorship. Basically what you're saying is, come sue me, take all my stuff. Well, I don't have anything. Well, you'll even have less if you screw up.
Yeah.
It's not even $500, to be honest with you. If you do it right, it's about $200. Spend the money, get yourself an LLC. It'll protect you. If something does happen, you're like, this didn't work out. The LLC is like its own little standalone person.
Yep.
Let the LLC deal with that.
Exactly.